Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Just as in our classic example of snake and rope, the reality is the rope. The constant is the rope. The truth is the rope. The substratum is the rope. On it, by the seer, by the observer, by the experiencer, a snake is imagined. Correct? If there was no rope, can the observer imagine the snake? Is it possible? No. So, snake can be projected on the rope only if, for that, the rope has to be present. All the pain, all the suffering, all the misery that one is experiencing on account of the snake, is it the rope? Is it the rope which is experiencing the misery? No. Is it the snake which is experiencing the misery? No. Then who is experiencing? The one who is projecting the snake on the rope, isn't it? Because someone is seeing that snake. If nobody is there, will the snake appear on the rope? If nobody is there, will the snake appear? It will not appear. So all the three things, if the rope is not there, the snake will not appear. If the person is not there to experience or to project, then also snake will not appear. Okay. So the person has to be there and the rope has to be there. Snake is imagined on the rope by the seer, by the ignorant person. Who is this ignorant person? The individual, the sufferer, the miserable one. See. When a wise person comes and tells the person, there is no snake, there's only rope, what happens? What is the result? The result is the snake disappears, the misery disappears, because the projection disappears, isn't it? This much is clear. Now apply this example to yourself. What are you seeing? Variety. What is the snake here? The snake is The entire variety, the entire duality, all the names and forms and sounds and sensory perceptions, thoughts, body, breath, mind, intellect, all this is it the rope or is it the snake? Is it the rope or is it the snake? I'm asking.
Rope. Charles rope. So,
The name and form, the variety, it is not rope. It is the snake. Because when you are holding a rope, are you holding a snake? No, you're holding a rope. Once you have come to know that there is a rope, can under any circumstances, can you imagine a snake in it? Not possible, isn't it? Similarly, we, with because what we were seeing in that snake, there is a mouth, there are fangs, the tongue is coming out, the scales on the snake, it is writhing, it is curved, it is not in a straight line. All this was projected on that rope. Similarly, what are we projecting? We are projecting all the duality. We are projecting name, form, sound, smell, thoughts, concepts, ideas, past, future, space, time, objectivity, waking, dream, deep sleep. All this is the projection. Because what is the status of projection? What is the status of snake? That which was not there before appeared for some time, and when a wise man came, it disappeared again. This whole list that I told you just now, it was absent before. It appears when you open your eyes in the morning, and it disappears again. So now come to the substratum. Snake was not there before. It appeared under certain set of circumstances. And when the wise man told that person, he got his correct vision back, and the snake disappeared because it was not there in the first place. With that, the fear, the ignorance, everything went away. Was the rope not there before? Rope was there. Before the snake appeared, rope was. After the snake disappeared, rope continued to be. So, what is that on which the entire world is projected? We are feeling the pain of attachment, detachment. We are feeling the pain, the misery. I didn't achieve that, I didn't achieve that, he insulted me, I'm happy because that person praised me. All this is the, the opposites which are coming to you. So just like in the rope there was no venom, in the rope there was no fangs, in the rope there was no tongue, and therefore because there was no projection in the rope, all these things were absent. Therefore there was no fear, therefore there was no misery. Similarly, what is that on which we are imagining all the variety? What is that on which we are imagining all the duality? What is that on which we are imagining, projecting all the thoughts? Be aware of that right now, not after I stop talking. What is that? What is that on which all the roles of a person are being projected upon? So on this body, someone sees a mother, someone sees a father, someone sees an uncle, someone sees a friend, isn't it? But if all those roles are gone away, does the person go away? No. If the wife dies, the husband goes. Man doesn't go, man continues to live. Man is the substratum. See? Exactly the same way. Our attention has to come to the substratum, and when it is on the substratum, when it is on the consciousness, when it is on the constant principle, then all the projections, without you doing anything, they will automatically melt away. Just as a very gross example, that when your attention is on the sleep, all the projections of your mind melt away, dissolve. Same way. There we say we were in a state of ignorance, but Jnaneshwar Maharaj is saying there is nothing called ignorance. In sleep, you are one with yourself. There has no question is, where is your attention? Is your attention on the projection? Is your projection attention on the ignorance? Or is your attention on the spirit or the consciousness? Where is your attention? If you keep thinking of the snake is not going to go away. Isn't it? When enough data is given by the teacher, the person who is suffering from the snake bite, he does not realize the rope slowly, immediately, instantaneously he realizes that his misery was imaginary. And the rope, because the rope reveals, with that the snake also goes away, the poison also goes away, the fear also goes away, the symptoms that he was having due to the snake bite, they also go away, and the sufferer also goes away. How this has come about? His vision has transformed. Now, before he was seeing a snake, now he is seeing what is there. What is there? Only rope. So where has the snake gone? It was not there in the first place. It was mithya. Exactly the same way. In this life of ours, on the seat of meditation, when we are contemplating, our attention has to come to the constant principle. When it comes to the constant principle that I am that, then the entire mithya. What is mithya? What is that phenomenal experience? What is that snake? This whole idea that I am an individual is the snake, is the sufferer. Individual is the sufferer. The one who is afraid. So the moment we come to know ourselves, the sufferer of this world also goes away. The world also goes away. World meaning the snake. Snake goes away. The sufferer of the bite, snake bite, that is the person. We are suffering with the world because of old age, because of pains, because of spoiled relationships, because of regrets of the past, because of anxiety of the future, etc., etc. All this is suffering. This is not joy. All this goes away in toto. Instantaneously, it goes away. For that, only one thing you have to determine within yourself, are you the constant one or are you the changing one? If you say, I am the waker, you have accepted yourself as the changing, because at night the waker will not be there. I am the mind. Mind also, in the dream there is a different mind. In the deep sleep there is no mind. Again, it is changing. So, very coolly come to the correct assessment of who you are. Are you the changing or are you the constant? And if you are the constant, because you feel you are the same person, same one all the time, then find out what is that true constant. What is that common denominator on which all the changes are coming and going? All the changes are projected. You try to remove the waves from the ocean, you can spend as many lives as you want, you will never be able to remove all the waves, correct? But you bring your attention to the water, dive deep into the water, all the waves vanish by themselves, isn't it? Same way, you become available to who you are in essence, to the substratum. In that very moment, all the projections which are mithya, which are existing in their own absence, which are temporary, which are imaginary, which are projections, they go away, they vanish, they dissolve. So don't accept yourself to be the projected entity. Waker is a projected entity. Dreamer is a projected entity. Deep sleep is a projected entity. Father, mother, daughter, sister is a projected entity. I am this body is a projected entity. I am a mind is a projected entity. I am an individual is a projected entity. It's only projection. Then who am I? I am that eternal one. I am that constant one. I am that unchanging one. In this manner, come to that changeless principle that I am, and be happy. In the self, no doubt, no confusion, no fear is possible. No ignorance is possible. In the variety, only this is possible. Fear is possible only where there is duality, a sense of otherness.